Hi, it's Dana Horchowski. It's February the 4th, 2011. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Aquarian age for some of us. We're headed into a paradigm split. If you want to take a look at some of the things that are going on now, we have the abomination who's going to be terminated by the Terminator pretty soon, which is Schwarzenegger. You had a lot of occult rituals in the month of Janus 2011 coming in. That's the two-headed god of change. Take a look at your dates and your years. You're in the 11th year, and sometimes these ritual sacrifices, like for our angels, like Gabriella and Gabe Zimmerman. So it was Gifford. So you had, what is it, you had 6 people dead, 13 injured from a Manchurian candidate kid who apparently pulled the trigger and killed all those people in a Safeway, where the cops were guarding after the murder. So totally ritual sacrifices going on. Punch in the names of these people. The link is always on Canada Street News. You haven't been keeping up. Keep up there, because I will be off-site, offline, remote locations, because we need to get going these new paradigms we have set up, okay? So if you don't know what the solution is open your heart to brotherly love, start bartering and trading, teaching and learning amongst each other. 1 hour, 10 points, 100 points, 100 shares or 100 hours will give you 1,000 points. 100 hours in your community is good for a global cooperative in your community. You don't need to print money. A typical bank book, those passbooks that you get in the banks, the ATMs. Use this, deposit your hours, keep record of that, because the grid's going down soon. You don't recall that you had it 200 years ago. There was a huge New Madrid earthquake fault. You had the warning last year with the earthquake that went through all the Great Lakes. So be prepared that when this comet comes in, Hopis call it Blue Star. Take a look at the 7 fire prophecies. I have it posted on CanadaStreetNews.com and the ANISHNABE.info as well, because we're not going Amero, we're going Anishinaabe in Turtle Island. So if you want to get microchips, go with the Amero, follow Harper and the Abomination, which are currently right now selling Canada out to the United States for their free trade, for their microchip, for their slave labor. And right here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Michigan, we are going to be merging the 8th fire prophecy, the spiritual line, which is all the colors of the rainbow. We are surrounded by First Nations, and they will unite back into the Anishinaabe, one circle, one fire, love. Okay, so it's not about a separation or communism or anything. It is what should have been. It's the closing of the circle where all of creation is honored and respected. And so that's what's coming with the 8th fire. Babylon, south of this, is going to fall. That's America. And take a look at Medusa, Sangralian. She's ready to bring out her dragon Jesus. And I've been keeping an eye also on Sherry Leah Laird. I guess her Yahweh, is it Brian Golightly Marshall, Colonel Sanders, Yahweh Jesus, or whatever they called him. So that's the Australian Jesus that they have, or whatever dragon. His website went down, so I guess he doesn't have power to save the world if he can't even save his own website, YouTube, or Sherry Leah Laird's Aka Locust Queen. So keep an eye on these people. Keep an eye on Michael Noel Prescott, David Supreme Rockefeller. Keep an eye on Prince William, because somewhere Pindar is supposed to be inhabiting him, because Lady Di was Merovingian bloodline, so it's half human DNA, and then you have to have half a reptilian DNA dragon lord, King Pindar, big dick in Egypt lord, or all-seeing eye on top of that $1 bill lord, inhabiting the other part, a component of the genetic line in order to create a reptilian hybrid, which is Prince William coming up. And Kate, his woman, is wearing the ring of Saturn on her left hand, which is Diana's ring, which is, she's probably going to be ritually sacrificed, or who knows, maybe Lizard Beth will inhabit her. But take note that Sangralian is definitely coming on board to bring in the Armageddon agenda. And just like I said, she's even mentioned she is Lilith, and she's following Armageddon, Book of Revelation. She's not following what the the old Iki shamanism prophecies were supposed to do. So you make your path, Sangrealian. This is your final warning. I didn't think I'd have to come up here and scold you children in Babylon again, but we don't want your Armageddon. We don't want queens and kings, because they've devoured the human race for ever, 6,000 years. So your Levin and Lilith moon can plans can go away, and we are going to have our peace on earth. So it's not very safe up here, and if you're planning on going into underground bases like the rest of the politicians, you're not going to be very safe with the earthquakes. But it's better up on here. Get away from the waterways. They will be flooded. Make sure that you read up on the links that I put up on ANISHNABE.info, as well as Canada Street News on this date, to see how to protect yourself, because we are going sovereign. You stay where you are, you work on yourself, you find peace within yourself and peace within your community. All the ebooks are still up. You know that downloading is going to cost you whenever they come up with these draconian laws, because they're moving quickly. And they have to get this whole Mark of the Beast thing done by 2012. And so keep an eye on it. But if anything comes in from outside, it could be the dodecahedron of Zeus. Do not listen to George Cavassalis. He is an ET. He finally threw in the arsenic at the end when he was going to bring in Laura, what is it? Magdalene Eisenhower. What's her middle name? Is Magdalene? Did you just throw that in? Or did she marry? Is that her maiden name or whatever? Anyway, they're trying to say that she is Sophia Christ Magdalene, and that's a whole bunch of malarkey. So it doesn't come from a reptilian bloodline hybrid from the President of the United States. We know we've had a lot of trouble with the Masonic infiltration of the original Knights Templar, which originally came here to escape Roma, to have their amour here in Canada, which is Avalon. So Project Scamalot, you're lying. I'm not wasting my time with you. You're just totally lost our trust. And I think I'm running out of time. No, I'm not. I got 7-11. Oh, perfect number. Anyway, go into the indigenous prophecies, the Mayan calendar. The truth says that we are going in a split. You want to fall the material way, you might get swallowed up by an earthquake or a microchip, or UFO'd off by Sanat Kumra and his Sananda and his other New Age Vatican goons. If you choose to stay on the earth, share, connect with the earth, because then you'll be in 5D, because you'll be working with her. She's not going to spit you off that easily. You will heal with her. And nothing funky, nothing weird. You don't need to do ascension, but when you're working with the earth, you will be vibrating at a higher level. Make sure you sing, you dance, you communicate. Higher vibration music will line you up with the source. People are worrying about protection from the ETs. Take a quartz crystal, get a child who's cleansed or pure, have them wrap it around clockwise from flat, which is the feminine, going up to the male energy or the extended point to the tip. Put the good intentions in a new moon or a full moon. Wrap it with red wire. Joanne Fabrics has lots of red wire and craft. And make sure that it's got good DNA energy on it, and it will stay in your heart chakra or your solar plexus and radiate and amplify that DNA protection that you're going to need. So if you've got crap DNA around you, you have sick people around you, you have negative energy around you, you're going to lose your aura, you lose your protection. So make sure you shield yourself. It doesn't take me, there's no magic hands. Make sure your intent and your power to be in love and light is manifesting, and you must act it, you must be it, you just can't preach it. Okay, so don't worry about who your twin flamer is or whatever. You need to die to your old ways, and then you'll be resurrected into your new ways, so you can be wholly healthy, and hopefully your twin flame's doing the same thing, being wholly healthy too, and then you can unite after this drama is over, because it's not going to be having fun. It's not going to have too much fun having sex with no electricity, no food or whatever, so don't worry about it now. When sacred ecstasy comes, you'll be ready for it. You're not ready for it now. We're all out of balance. We've all been lied to. So get over it. We have to start equal, 1 hour, 10 points, global cooperative. If you're not sharing, you're probably going to get knocked off the planet some way, somehow, or UFO'd off, because your service to self, you'll gladly have the power taken over by Ascended Masters. And you'll be on Prison Planet Titan, or whatever else they want to take you, wherever else they want to take you. And you're not going to find your way home. So Stay here. Do not listen to Project Scamalot or Project Avalon, because Project Avalon is really Project Babylon. Babylon doesn't have the solutions to your UFO agendas. It's not in California because it reeks of root chakra vibration, and you've been ritually sacrificing your babies all over the place. It needs to be in pure sacred land, and that's the indigenous land. Like I said, eighth fire prophecy, there's a split. Spiritual, material. Babylon, microchip, me, worship the sex and the root chakra and the fear is what you're going to get and attract with Marduk Ra, Sanat Kumra, Sananda, whoever's going to take over in Egypt, because that they just changed puppet Satanists now. They always do that, problem, reaction, solutions, you know, sick their own Al-Qaeda, Vatican-funded Al-Qaeda on the people, or blame it on the Muslims, and it's always Roma pulling all the strings as usual. So, it's Amur, it's not Roma, it's Avalon, it's not Babylon. We are in 8th Fire Prophecy territory. I'm reporting from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. 3 miles over the bridge is Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. We can meet at the rapids. It's walking distance. If there's earthquake drama, we form a circle there. We start there, the chain. That way we can protect this. It does not become a marrow. It becomes ANISHNABE. We restore the jurisdiction to First Nations, okay? And as it should be, not raped by Rome. So we go back to being United Republic of America. You are America, not USA. And the Queen, you got to go, because it's not going to be very, very safe for you here soon. So take your little puppet pedophiles and off you go. Off to Mars, lady. Bye, Lizard Beth. Bye, Sangrealian. Bye, Lilith. Bye, Locust Queen. Namaste. Good riddance. We're going to have our peace party soon, because Zeus is coming in with his dodecahedron and Perseus, and he's going to decapitate the snake lions. Namaste. Make sure you don't get screwed or lied to. Stay in your heart. Connect to Source. Empower yourself. Smudge your whole area with good vibrations. Unite. Kiss an Indian today, because I'm a Polish Canadian Indian. You can't put me anywhere else. I'm here. I was born here. So got to make peace, and that's what we're going to do. I will see you at the rapids. If not at this rapids, go start banging your drum at the other rapids. Remember who you are. You are an Indian of the planet, so be nice, because it's cowboys and Indians time. Pick your side, because on the fence it's going to get a little rough. Okay, on with the show. Rome's going down. Fatima said so. Namaste. Bye, lizards.